Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the Moscot Lemtosh Fold sunglasses. But first, I'll thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So first off, let's go ahead and pop these frames on face and talk about the dimensions. This is the larger lens size, and it has 49mm lenses in a 24mm bridge. Now, they also do produce these in a smaller lens size, which has 46mm lenses, and personally I do prefer the smaller lens size on my face, but these frames were generously sent over by one of my good friends out for review. This came from his personal collection and he really wanted me to make a review over them, so thanks so much for sending these out. Now, these frames are very similar to the original Lemtosh that I reviewed in a previous video, but of course these have the folding feature to them, so they're going to fold up very, very nicely. So just bring in the temples like this, and then they just fold in also here at the bridge into this very nice and compact folding format, and you can easily pop these into a top pocket just like that. And they also do come with a smaller case as well if you do want to protect them in that case and not just put them directly into your pocket. Now, as far as the frame material goes, these are made out of an Italian acetate, and it is a very, very premium, high quality material, and they do a really good job of hand polishing these as well. Just really, really nice right from the factory. As of filming this video, the Lemtosh Fold is produced in two different frame colorways, the black colorway that I have on in today's video, of course, and then also a tortoise colorway as well, which I actually do prefer. I really do like the look of that acetate tortoise frames. Now, as far as the lenses go, these are made with all glass G15 lenses, so they're going to offer very good scratch resistance because they are made out of glass, and glass lenses are some of the clearest lenses that you can actually buy as well. So just really, really good combination between the acetate and the all glass lenses. Now, unfortunately, with all the additional hardware for the folding mechanism here, these frames are going to be very, very heavy with the glass lenses and the acetate frames. These are going to come in at 56 grams, which is definitely one of the heaviest pair of frames that I've ever reviewed. And because of that, if you wear these frames for an extended period of time, you're definitely going to feel some discomfort here around the nose and then here around the ears as well. Now, to put this in perspective, an original pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers only weigh 44 grams, which is still very, very heavy. These coming in at 56 grams are 12 grams heavier than those original non-folding Ray-Ban Wayfarer sunglasses. So very, very, very heavy here. And because of that, it's not going to make them very practical. Now, of course, they do have the folding mechanism, so you can easily fold these up and then put them away when you are not wearing them, which definitely does help with the weight. But yeah, just a really, really bulky pair of frames. Now, again, the pair that I'm testing is the larger lens size, so the 46mm smaller lens size is definitely going to be a couple grams less, so definitely keep that in mind. But still, regardless, it's just a very heavy and very bulky pair of frames. Now, as far as looks go, personally, I really do like the looks of the Lemtosh. They look really, really nice, and also the folding mechanism here definitely adds some extra flair and some character to the frames as well. Also, here with the keyhole style bridge, we can see the little metal bits, which just add to the character of these frames and definitely make them kind of pop more than just a regular Lemtosh would. Now, as far as branding goes, there aren't any gaudy logos or anything like that on the front of the frames. We can see they are perfectly clean and clear, just really nice and classy. We can just see the little metal diamond rivets, which are not just there for show, they're actually what connect to the 7-barrel all-metal hinge there, and these hinges feel really nice when open up and when closing them. Just very nice and substantial, and 7 barrels is about as good as you can get with an all-metal hinge, so really nice stuff there as well. Now, of course, there also is a metal stem that runs through the acetate through both of the sides of the temple here, which is going to allow you to heat these frames up and give them a custom fit to the face, which is really, really nice as well. Now, as far as the actual folding mechanism goes, it is a really, really cool and very innovative. I've never seen this before. I'm not saying it's never existed, but I've never seen this before until handling this pair of frames. So you easily just fold down, and then they actually have a magnet here, which are going to kind of suck them back up, as you saw right there, which is really, really cool. They're going to line up just like that and pop in. However, on the other side, let's go ahead and do the same demonstration where I barely give it any pressure and then it kind of sucks it in with the magnet. We can see here, I don't know if you can see that easily, but see this little gap here where it didn't fully go in. So here, if I lift it up, it's going to pop in, and then if I lift it down, it's going to pop out. So let me show you guys one more time, just slowly And then you can see the gap there, but that is not going to be present on the other side. It really wouldn't take much to adjust these to make them pop perfectly, but they didn't do it, and that is definitely annoying. I and most of you watching would be very disappointed if we paid $400 for a pair of frames and then they had, kind of build quality issues like that. Now, some people, it's not going to, bother them at all. However, I definitely pay attention to the details, and it would really, really bother me. Now, if we take a look here in the inner right temple of the frames, we can see they say Moscot Originals, 100 years, and then we can see the little badge there as well. And then if we take a look here in the inner left temple of the frames, we can see they say Lemtosh Fold with the exact Corway code. And then we can also see a little 100 years embedded logo there, which is a really nice touch there as well. Now, something that I definitely don't like about these frames is the fact that they actually kind of just bend in there on the fold, so they're gonna kind of get floppy over time. When you buy them from the factory, they don't have this issue, but after a couple of days, they're just gonna kind of fold in. And unfortunately, there is not a place for you to actually screw these back in. The hardware is completely rounded. I'm not sure if you can see that on video, but it's completely rounded there, and you can't tighten it up, which is really, really annoying because, if you have a folding temple like this, it's always going to get loose. It's because it's on acetate. It's metal on acetate. It's going to slowly kind of, file itself down, and it's just going to get loose, and that's annoying. Having to do one of these things and kind of flip them out before you put them on your face is just very annoying, especially considering the high price tag, like we talked about earlier. And I really wish you could just, tighten these up. I do like the clean look here at the top because there's no hardware on the top, but then again in the bottom, it's just rounded over, so you can't tighten it up, which is just really, really, really annoying. So I definitely do not like that. Now, I'm sure there is a way for a manufacturer to actually go in and tighten this. So if you were to bring them back to the company, they probably have a tool that would use pressure on the rounded hardware and just kind of, tighten it up. But it's definitely not something that you could do by yourself easily without damaging the frame. So I definitely would not recommend trying to tighten them up. So yeah, definitely something else to keep in mind. Now, these frames are made in China. So made in China, $400 is definitely a very, very tough pill to swallow, but they are made out of very high-end components, so definitely keep that in mind as well. It's definitely not easy to produce a pair of folding frames like these. Now, I personally do happen to know the manufacturer that makes these frames, and let's just put it this way, Moscot is making a lot of money on each individual one of these frames. Now, I also do know that Moscot actually does hand finish the frames in America. So when they receive them from overseas, they actually do take a look at each individual pair and they make sure that everything is nice and high quality. They polish anything out that needs to be polished. They make everything line up perfectly. And I'm sure they also reject the ones that didn't pass their own quality control as well, which is definitely very important into getting a good pair of frames. But just, yeah, very, very expensive for a pair of frames that is not made in USA and not made in Italy and not made in Japan. It is made in China, so, it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow if you, are gonna spend $400 on a pair of these frames. But I have to say, if you're looking for something that folds and you're looking for something with this classic Lemtosh styling, you're not gonna find it. I don't know of any folding pair of frames like this that you can get from any other company. So if you love the style, maybe it's worth the money to you. But yeah, let me know what you think about these frames in the comment section down below. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you own a pair? Do you think they are overrated? And there it goes again, just really annoying. And yeah, let me know what you think about these in the comment section down below. Personally, I think they are okay. I think they are massively overpriced. But yeah, that's about it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button and then you'll be notified every single time I put a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in your next one.